Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Around the Table GTA. And we are doing a continuation of the dual series of um what's the dual series on again? Geez, see look what you guys did. Anyways, we're continuing the benefits of being nice and the benefits of being mean. So this episode is obviously the opposite, which is being mean. And honestly, you guys got me super messed up on Instagram. I am just so upset with how reactionary everybody is, especially with all the news. I'm not going to talk about it. You guys could probably see it in the description. I don't know if they're going to attack me if I put in the description, but I'm very tired of people being super reactive. But it is what it is. I put my spiel. Go on IG. You know what? Maybe I'll put it in one of those IG reel kind of things where you could see what people have said in the past. But anyways, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of being mean. And if you know me, some people think I'm really nice, but at the same time, if you really know me, then you're kind of scared what might come out of my mouth. And that's why, people already speculated that I'm bad on YouTube, but who knows? I don't think so, but hey, we'll see if the views change or not. But either way, being mean is a very good short term kind of goal thing. It's great to just deal with all your short term goals. Honestly, I think being mean is a stress reliever because when you could just get everything off your chest, it is amazing. You have nothing buckling you down, right? It's just like when I talk to people, I tell them, maybe 95% of the time I'm telling the truth. And they're like, oh, no, you must be lying. I'm like, no, when you lie, you got to remember everything you freaking say, right? So if someone says, oh, yeah, you said this, and you got to try to think of, did I really say that? And then if you did say that because you're lying, you have to come up with some big spiel on like, oh, yeah, but that wasn't the case. You got to make something up. No, if I said it, I said it, right? And that's why, being open minded, speaking the truth, and kind of being direct as well, then, it's part of kind of being mean, but I don't know. Today's society, what mean is completely different than what it was in the past. Being straightforward is considered mean now. Being truthful to an extent is called being mean now. But anyways, getting back to it, it's a big stress reliever. Just being mean, getting it out there, yelling at someone, it could help fix all your problems. Especially like in my city, a lot of places give you very poor customer service, and there's certain people, especially when it comes to different races, they'll look at you different if you're a specific race. And sometimes I just yell at these people because I don't care what your people think of my people in your country. This is not the country that you came from. You can't talk to me like that. So just being mean and direct, stuff like that, people will change their attitude about you or even your whole group of people because they get dealt with in a way where you're like, wow, if I disrespect these people, this is what's going to happen, right? Sometimes you got to be that guy. Being mean, you get a lot less challenges, right? Like I said, for the most part, I'm nice, but having the nice title, people think they could walk all over you. And that is definitely not the case with me, right? I could be nice for a while, but if I see that you're trying to pull a fast one on me or whatever, I'm going to lay down the law. And then when you lay down the law, everybody's like shaken up or shooken up that, oh, I can't believe you said this, or oh, I can't believe you were so mean, or I can't believe it. And it's just like, no, who do you think you're trying to take advantage of? People do not try to take advantage of mean people because you already have that reputation that if you mess around with me, there's going to be problems, right? So sometimes that's the best thing to do. And that reputation, especially for being mean, when people think you're mean or hear that you're mean, they are going to tread lightly around you. If you don't know what tread lightly means, it's just like they're going to be very careful around you because they don't know if you're going to snap or you're going to do something that's going to make them feel horrible, right? And that's the thing. Like, I think being mean is kind of just like feeling manipulation to an extent. And, some people are mean because, they're insecure or something bad has happened to them. Some people, they just don't want to deal with BS. Like, I work with someone and they are very, I think the nicest way to put it is that they do things their way and there's pretty much no challenges against it, right? So one day I asked them about it. I'm like, why do you do things the way you do it, right? And they said that they don't want any BS. They don't want to coddle people. They don't want to deal with the excess drama. And having that reputation helps them not deal with those situations, right? Being mean, there's a lot of situations that you're not going to get put into because nobody is going to try to pull a fast one on you, like I said prior, and just kind of diddle daddle or even talk to you too much, right? Being part of management, everyone wants to talk to you, right? You have to deal with people's problems all the time. And when you're nice, people will extend that. So just for an example, I talk a lot, right? And that's fine. But some people think I don't know that I talk a lot. So they'll come talk to me and try to have a very lengthy conversation so that they don't have to do any work. And then they'll go to another area and they'll be like, oh, well, I was talking to this person, so that's why I took so long. No, you deliberately looked for me so that you could have a long conversation with me so that you could not do work, then go to the washroom and spend 10 minutes in the washroom and then be like, oh, it's my fault. No, it's not my fault. I know I talk a lot. So recently, I can't even say recently, I think it's been like the past like year and a half, I cut conversations short on purpose because I know that from an older representation of myself, people have come to think that, oh yeah, well, if you go and talk to him about A, B, or C, he's going to talk to you for like 5 hours. No, that's not the case. If I want to talk to you for 5 hours, then I'm going to talk to you for 5 hours. And being part of management, I could use any excuse to be like, oh, we were talking about this and whatever. But if you're deliberately coming to me, then I already know that there's a pattern because I'm not stupid. That's why I'm part of management, right? And I think that's what people don't understand about like nice management versus mean management. Either way, everybody is management. You're management for a reason. So people don't realize that they have to tread lightly, all right? Because you could put yourself in a situation where you're going to lose your job, right? Being mean in general, guys, it's not the greatest long term, right? Especially when you want to form relationships with people. Because you're mean, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. People aren't going to want to invite you out anywhere. People will not feel bad about you when something horrible happens. Like, there's a crazy story which I can't share on the podcast, but it's a crazy story that happened to someone at my workplace, and that story really made me think at like, damn, some people kind of lose it when they have that much power, and then people can be cruel, especially if you're a person who's continuously mean. No one will feel bad for you if something bad happens to you, and that's a problem. That's another problem with being mean. But like I said, short term, it helps you establish that this is the way it is. Don't challenge me. It stops small talk, and the people who actually approach you really want something done because they know that you're mean. They're going to come to you, or if they do come to you, you know that it's a big problem. It's not like, oh, I'm feeling bad today. What should I do? Right? It's like, no, there's this huge problem, and for whatever reason, I'm talking to you because it's a huge problem. I need this problem fixed. This is like a lot of these examples are workplace scenarios, but even outside of the workplace, if you are a mean person, you don't have any opportunities, or you have less opportunities unless a place is looking for someone who's super mean. Yeah, you just need to get someone to make people feel bad. I don't know if there's a job you could find there, but even like with social circles, if you're too mean, then, people might not invite you to certain things because they know that you're a jerk and you're going to say something, and you're a person that you can't bring around in public because you're going to open your mouth and it's just going to destroy whatever relationship that's around there. And then your friends or family or whatever is going to be like, oh, I don't know why I brought this person to this event or this place or to meet these people that I love, because they just don't know how to act. Yeah, being mean, it helps you get away from people, but at the same time, if you want to have those relationships with people, then it's not going to work out for you. But if you want to be alone or have a very small circle, which can be good, right? Or you could be that person who just comes and says mean stuff and, everyone laughs. You could just be in a wolf pack of people who aren't nice. Like, for me, off the top of my head, especially like if I'm annoyed, I could say something that's like soul crushing. And the more that I know about a person, the worse it is, because, I'm just going to hit you where it hurts. Why? Because you need to hear it, or you need a good slap of reality, or, a nice dose of wake the fuck up. And it's a thing that, you kind of have to control, especially if you just speak the truth. There's one time my sister messaged me and she was like, hey, I need one of your mean one-liners. And I'm like, I don't have one-liners. If someone does something like stupid in my face, I'm just gonna say, especially if I don't like them, I'm just gonna say something mean. It just comes out. Why? Because that's the type of person that I am. I don't have like a list of things to say to hurt people. I think that's kind of crazy. But, when you're regularly mean, or if people have that view of you being mean, they just think that you have like this book of insults, or you have just a way to make people mad, and they'll try to be like, hey, this is why I hang out with this person, because they're mean. Or even that's another thing that being mean could benefit, I guess, where if you're mean enough, you could have a circle and you just be like I said, the mean wolf pack. But at the same time, when you come around the corner, everyone's gonna switch up their attitude because they don't want to deal with you and your harsh words. But either way, guys, there's so much life ahead of us. Being mean is not necessary like all the time, but sometimes you do have to pull up your pants and tell people, hey, you're an idiot, or let them know that you're being manipulated by whatever and your opinion is trash, right? We're all entitled to our opinions, but just because we're entitled to our opinions, doesn't mean our opinions might not be trash. You might think this whole episode is trash and that being nice is the ultimate way of living life. But I'm going to tell you that your opinion is trash. Because this is the mean episode. It is a trash opinion. There's times to be mean. There's times to be nice. There's times to be just an overall good person. And sometimes you have to be, that horrible person. Why? Because that person needs a dose of reality. I've been giving people reality doses, whether it's positive or negative, for years. Like, in 2 years, it'll be decades. Because I like to tell the truth, and sometimes the truth is harsh, right? And just because the truth is harsh doesn't necessarily mean it's mean. It's something that you need to hear. And whether or not your circle of friends who think that positive vibes only is the motto and that's gonna put you through life, it's not gonna put you through life, because it's false. Not everything in life is going to be good and happy and positive and bubbly. No, life is hard, right? Sometimes life is harsh. And if you don't deal with certain things earlier in life, you're gonna be blindsided by the dark realities of life at times. But with all that being said, there's a lot of joy in life. There's a lot of positive, fluffy, light stuff, right? Like cotton candy. But it's just a time and place for everything, right? Anyways, hopefully you guys like this episode. Maybe I'll do a short recap of both episodes. I want to get back into the C theories, but I think in general people need a dose of reality because we're already getting back into the pattern of certain things being on the news and everyone's spouting their trash opinions because they have their trash script and I'm tired of hearing it. So I'm also embracing the meanness through this podcast because you have to have your own opinion. You have to stand on something and you can't just support everything that is being thrown right in your face. It there's no way that everything that's thrown in your face is definitely the right thing. Come on, think for yourself, people. Anyways, take care. Have a nice day. Bye.